chip bunker.
Chip bunker and feed. This does all the feeding. There she goes now.
And the auger deals with this all alright. It's
Yeah.
quite coarse, isn't it?
I'll show
Quite
you.
big.
I'll show you where the magic happens in there in a minute. We'll do the outside bit. Yeah, so this can get heated up. Can't
Yeah.
remember the cube. Jeremy go through how many cubes it is, and in winter time how long that lasts. When we're on full tilt, it was -2. You know, the boiler's bigger than the site, but the boiler has got the capacity to
Dries the wood chip as well.
capacity, so we put in a bigger boiler than we needed, and that is literally dry now.
Cool, yeah.
You can see it dry at the front.
Yeah. Where the air is escaping.
Yeah. And that's
Steam's
just
coming
on
off
tick
it.
over.
Yeah.
There's a 4 kilowatt fan, but it's mostly only actually on at 1.5 kilowatt, if that.
Right.
So you can really pulse dry. You can really pulse the
Yeah.
heat or capacity for the chip.
Yeah.
So we're drying it and we're burning it. So it's a constant cycle in there. It should be abundant.
Right.
When there is, there's a reserve top. In winter, they've got eating within weeks.
Lots of new kit. Second-hand kit.
Yeah, chips are massive.
Yeah. Take up a lot of room. A lot of money. Yeah, wow. So this is all dry then?
That's all come off the floor.
Ready to go in.
If we haven't got time to dry it, we've got the reserve pot.
Yeah, nice.
And that is that's less than 20% moisture. Or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Wow. It's such an investment, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get it all in place. But once it's done,
We had bought this as that's a walk-in floor.
yeah.
To put chip in and to get it in and out, but now we've got our systems in place. We don't need it, so that's going off back to the
Yeah.
Macca's yard.
We're on.
This is the drying floor system.
It's a hell of a fan. Wow.
This is all self-heating. So there's the there we go. She's running at full bore, 4.6 kilowatts.
Yeah.
So she's going at full bore. 70% temperature going in. Takes out 57. That's a huge ratio.
Taking out a lot of heat.
Taking a lot of heat. And that's going to the drying floor.
The hot air coming out is 58 degrees. Is that right?
Yeah, there we go. Pressure
Yeah.
difference 58.
And 10 going in.
That's it, yeah. That's how cold it is out there. Like I say,
1900 hours done,
Yeah.
return. Oh yeah, bloody hell.
So that's the pumps there. It's got its own pumps up here as well.
So do you have RHI on this then or not?
I think it's all the paper it's going through. It's going through.
Because is that what you would get paid?
Got all the meters and everything.
So you can backdate it, can you? You reckon?
Yeah, RHI on this won't have RHI.
Right.
We've got RHI going through on the boiler,
Yeah.
but you can't get RHI for drying chicken, which is
So you can get it for heating up the.
So we've got a meter which knows what this is. This has got its own meter
Yeah.
to know what it's done. And we've got the whole site meter, so all the workshops, the house.
Yeah, you can
everything.
heat that up.
That is what we've got as the RHI.
That is a big fan. So would that be 32? Got a strip low going out.
So there's the drying floor air coming in.
Oh yeah, that big box, big ducting.
And then that's those two.
Just the dry. That goes down to the drying floor. I'm amazed these don't. I know they're ratcheted on, but I'm amazed they don't blow off because they got all that pressure going through the chip.
It's amazing.
No, it's some infrastructure. And you haven't insulated, or is that insulated? No.
Oh yes.
It is insulated.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Nice. Yeah.
They're all the pumps from all the
Nice
different workshops
Nice.
and everything there, and more capacity.
Yeah.
And then there's the reservoir buffer tank. Flue going up.
That's just sucking air through.
No, if it needs it,
It just sucks through.
if it needs to balance it, which is pretty rare because obviously pressurised primary and secondary air is what the computer plays around with.
Yes.
So you will actually, if I open the door, you've got to be very careful because
Yeah.
you've got a negative in there.
Yeah.
But I'll do it slowly.
Well, it's the same with mine. You get a bit of back pressure.
So this is the back end of it.
That's warm.
Yeah. So I'm just going to very slowly. This is at full load now, so the boiler is going at full load.
Right. I have to do exactly the same with my
Yeah,
burner.
that's just what you do.
Crikey.
You've got that jet engine gasification there.
Yeah. That is impressive.
Yeah, that's
Chip is a nice way of doing it.
It's a
But
controlled
for
fuel
me,
source.
the wood chip, there's so much more investment.
Yeah.
Because I have to get a chipper or I buy the chip in. At the moment, I'm just using all my scraps.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, I'm not at this scale, but it's definitely the way to go because you haven't got to be here every 4 hours filling it up.
Exactly. That's self-feeding,
Yeah.
self-cleaning. It's all those augers, take all the ash. So your ash comes up here. God knows how many cubes we get out of that.
I bet you get bored.
It's a really dense ash.
Oh yeah,
Heavy.
fly ash, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
It burns
shows
so
you-
hot.
You can tell if you start burning hot. And then we got the computer. It's all linked to the app and everything, so you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
The boiler temperature is set at 80 today. We're at load operation, 100%. So you can see your water temperature is 68
Yeah.
going in, 80 coming out. Flue temperature 130.
Yeah.
All your different airflows there.
I didn't realise they did, because they do chippers, I didn't realise they did
This is why they started off. That's why
Oh.
they made the chippers.
to feed these.
They wanted a quality chip to suit their boilers, and they couldn't find a chipper manufacturer, so they made their own. Which
Wow.
is why Heiser had. But the company, they make their profit. They make more money. They are massive in boilers.
Blimey.
You've got that's the tank.
Yeah.
So you can see your temperatures of the tank.
Not really kind of little things, but yeah.
So you got your 70 at the bottom, 73 at the top. So you got a nice mix.
Yeah.
Um,
So it pumps the cool air back, so the cool water back in the
Back in.
bottom, and
Yeah.
it takes the hot off the top.
yes.
That's that big tank over there. Blimey. And that's the auger that's feeding
Yes,
in the.
you can hear it now. So you've got your.
That comes out the big turny thing in there.
That's
and
it.
that augers up, drops down.
That's it.
And there's
then
a
punch plate. So they've got these breaker plates in here. So if your lumps are too big,
right.
it will shear it.
Bloody hell.
So this will.
Oh, yeah. And this is to stop air going down through, isn't it? This thing here. Does that stop air going through?
You've got again. No, you've got another chopper plate. So you've got this is the auger bringing the chip up.
Yeah.
Then this one is the chop. That one's the big chopper plate.
Right.
So if there's big lumps, and it needs to crunch it up.
Yeah.
And then you have the auger to take it into the boiler.
Wow.
The-
And the heat exchanger tubes, are they on the?
Yeah, that's it there.
So it
that's
cleans
there.
them.
So you've got the spiral effect for the flames to
Yeah.
black round, but also they then also do the cleaning. So you've got the.
So they've got tiny augers inside there,
Yes.
do they? To drag the ash out.
takes the ash through
Bloody hell.
and then that takes it out. So yes, that's why these systems are. Here's your primary, secondary.
Yeah. It's quite similar. We've got on my one. I've got the two fans does the top chamber, and I've
Yes.
got one small fan
Yes.
to do the gasification.
That's it. And again, it's the same. If you've got drier chip,
Yeah.
you
Well, you're in slumber mode more often.
yes. So on the wet chip, you need to force more air underneath,
Yeah.
which is your primary air. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you need
No, primary air's at the top. That's what I
primary
find on
top.
mine.
So secondary air,
Yeah,
you need
yeah,
to force.
yeah.
Secondary air, you force the.
Because it's so dry and volatile, you need
Yeah.
more air to ignite it. Yeah.
And then you can have your chip too dry. If your chip too's dry, then you have this explosion effect
Yeah.
going on.
Backfires pretty much.
Yeah, and that causes clinker and
Yeah, we have that in mine as well. I find pallet wood.
yeah.
if it's got anything on it, paint or anything,
Yeah.
it burns too hot. The secondary air fan can't keep up with it,
Yeah.
and then it backfires
Yeah.
and does that.
Yeah, and you get clinker.
Yeah.
You get the clinker in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
Dust.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same, and that's where we learned to begin with. We were putting anything in.
Yeah.
Now with the drying floor, the fuel source is always the same. So we don't have to keep coming back and changing this and changing. We're forever changing the settings. Yeah, it's a big infrastructure.
It is a big old space just for a burner, but
the site, we had no heating on the site.
well, no. It's quite. So how long does that take to fill up?
Ages, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
It's always feeding that. It's.
But-
I know it burns so hot and there's not a lot of it because when I clean out mine after I don't know, a week batch. So I've put 8 IBCs through it of wood, and I get a wheelbarrow full left of ash. So not much at all. So I just thought the bin would have been bigger on this, but
Well, we'll speak to Jeremy because he's got all the. He knows what cube is for drying, how much fuel it takes to dry
yeah,
your cubes of
Right.
chip, how much electricity, energy.
Yeah.
He's got it all in his spreadsheet now, which is great, and how much ash as well.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is playing around with parameters. He's really got into it about brakes. So you got feed, you got how much fuel is fed.
yeah,
The time between the feeds is crucial. So basically, you're burning, and once it's burnt, it's passed through. At one point, you had added too much fuel time.
it wasn't
and
quite burnt
no, it
enough.
wasn't burnt, which is why the boiler at the back end was burnt all the paint off. So the fuel was still burning as it was coming up the
Yeah,
ash.
so it was hot, like
And
smouldering
that was
chip
over-
coming up there.
Yeah, over fuel. But then he changed the
Amount of
time
fuel.
between the feed. So
Wow.
it gets a chance to burn.
Takes a lot of setting up. Once
Yeah,
it's done, it's dialed in.
You had to.
And then obviously, as you say, you need that regular product.
That's
to
going
dr-
for the cleaning process. There we go. That was cleaning.
Oh wow,
That was the ash. That was a bit of ash.
just a little,
Yeah.
yeah.
By the time you've added another expansion of tanks and
Yeah.
and all your
All the stuff in
yeah,
there.
it's just in here are all these heat exchanger fans.
Yeah, so that's run off the boiler.
Yeah, keeping the temperature in here for parts so that we don't get
Condensation, rust, yeah.